Hi, my name is Charles. I'm a computer hardware engineer here at Foundry. Today we're going to be taking a look at developing Pong for one of our SplitFlap. I'm pretty excited about Pong. Since we started this project of developing retro games for our SplitFlaps, I thought that it would probably be one of the more exciting ones to implement. The main issue I see arising is probably the same major issue we had with our last build, Tetris. And if you haven't checked it out, definitely go and take a look at our Tetris video. I had a lot of fun with that one. The major issue I can see arising with our Pong build, namely the refresh rate of our split flaps. Because our split flaps don't have an infinite number of black flaps and white flaps directly next to each other, we can't instantaneously switch between an on and an off state. So for you young uns who don't know what Pong is generally considered to be the first video game ever created. It's a multiplayer, two-player game where each player controls a paddle on the left and right-hand side of the board respectively. And the goal is to bounce a ball back and forth between you until you can score on the opponent by getting it past their paddle. So why is refresh rate so important for Pong? To use the game of ping pong as an analogy for the issues that we were facing due to refresh rate, imagine if every time I went to hit the ball and it came back to me, I had to close my eyes as I moved my paddle to where I want it to be, and I wouldn't know until I hit the ball or didn't hit the ball that my paddle actually ended up where I wanted it to be. That's the kind of problem that we're facing with the low refresh rate. I hit it, technically, so that's why playing Pong with a low refresh rate wouldn't be fun. So those are some of the challenges I can see us facing, but I think we have a pretty good handle of them, so let's get to coding. The biggest obstacle that I encountered was probably dealing with the collision, because there was already, we pulled from an existing library for Pong in Python, but that was based on the expectation of having, a 720p screen where the position of the ball is an integer value because, you're at a high resolution. But on a 10x40 split flap, that doesn't really work. It's hard to have understandable collision essentially when you're on such low resolution. For reference, this is a 4K video, but if I was to be shown in 10x40, it would probably look something like this. Not very nice looking, right? And here's the problem. If I was to say hold up a finger, you can probably tell that I am holding up a finger in this situation, but I'm guessing you don't know which one I'm holding up. This is similar to the problem that our players would be facing on a low resolution board when playing Pong. They have a general idea of where the ball is, but they don't have an exact idea of where the ball is. Before we play a game of Pong, just a fun little math problem. We left the game running overnight, and as you can see, it's accumulated a score of 8,200, plays 2,700. Now, I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure it's just a simple infinite series sum that produces those numbers. But if somebody wants to try to work out the math for why that score distribution is what it is, then I'd be interested to see. So drop it in the comments below. So in the end, we were able to get Pong working on one of our split flaps. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed working on it. And other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and keep checking back. If you have an idea of what you want us to make, drop it in the comments and maybe we'll build it. Wait, I can hear it.